No vídeo de hoje, duas amigas conversam em inglês sobre a trajetória inspiradora da maior popstar brasileira, desde o começo até o sucesso internacional. Um diálogo leve, com áudio em inglês, legendas e muito vocabulário útil para quem ama música e quer aprender inglês de forma natural. Se você gosta da Anitta e quer treinar seu listening, esse vídeo é para você. Let's go!
Have you ever wondered how someone from a humble neighborhood becomes one of the biggest pop stars in the world?
Are you talking about Anitta?
Exactly. Her real name is Larissa de Macedo Machado. She was born on March 30th, 1993 in Rio de Janeiro.
Wow, I didn't know her real name. Where did she grow up?
In Honorio Gorgel, a suburban neighborhood. She started singing at the age of 7 in a church choir.
That's so early. Was she already dreaming of being a star?
Maybe not yet, but she was already taking ballroom dance classes back then. Later, she even gave dance lessons herself. Seriously? That explains why she's such an amazing dancer. Exactly. Over time, she switched from ballroom to stiletto, the high-heel dance style.
Oh, I remember seeing her song Bang on Just Dance 2017. She really took dance to another level.
Yes, and she's not just about performance. She's very smart, too. At 16, she studied administration at a technical school.
I heard she even interned at Vale, the mining company.
That's true. She said her marketing classes help her a lot today. She actually plans her own marketing strategies.
That's impressive. People call her a marketing genius, and it's all her doing?
Yup. She once said she feels flattered when people call her a marketing case because she builds her image herself.
That takes real talent and vision. When did her career really start?
In 2010, she posted a video on YouTube that caught the attention of a producer from Furacán 2000.
And that's how it all began?
Pretty much. She signed with them, and in 2012, her song Mega y Abusada got huge attention.
I love that song, so catchy.
Because of that hit, she signed with Warner Music Brazil in 2013.
That's when Show das Poderosas came out, right?
Yes, it reached number 2 on Billboard Brazil's Hot 100 airplay. That song launched her into stardom, and it hasn't stopped since. So, after Anitta's breakthrough with Show das Poderosas, she released her first studio album, self-titled, in July 2013. It was a huge deal because it got nominated for a Latin Grammy. That really put her on the international radar.
A Latin Grammy nomination right at the start? That's impressive. What was special about that album?
Well, the album had a mix of Brazilian funk with pop influences, showcasing her versatility. It included hits that helped solidify her image as a powerful performer. Plus, she was still very young, just 20 years old.
Wow, so she was already making waves as a young artist. What about her next projects?
In 2014, Anitta released her second studio album, Ritmo Perfeito, which means perfect rhythm. It had a stronger focus on pop and electronic beats. On the same day, she also released her first live album, Meu Lugar, which means My Place, which immediately hit number 1 on iTunes Brazil.
That's incredible, releasing 2 albums on the same day and one going straight to number 1?
Exactly. It showed how dedicated and hardworking she was. Also, Meu Lugar gave fans a chance to experience her energy live, which is a huge part of her appeal.
I guess her skills as a dancer and performer really come through in live shows, right?
Absolutely. Remember, she started dance lessons very young and even taught ballroom dance before switching to stiletto heels dancing. That stage presence is a big part of her success.
So after that, what was next for her?
In 2015, she dropped her third album called Bang. This one was a massive hit, certified platinum, and spawning 4 popular singles. The sound was more polished, combining pop, funky ryoka, and even some electronic vibes.
I think Bang was the album that made her a household name all over Brazil, right?
Yes, and it wasn't just Brazil. She was breaking barriers, crossing over to Latin America and beyond. That same year, she was named as Artist of the Year by iTunes Brazil and Revelation of the Year by the São Paulo Association of Art Critics, which is a big honor. So she was getting recognition from both the industry and the public? Exactly. And internationally, she became the first Brazilian to win the MTV EMA Worldwide Act Latin America Award in 2015. That must have been huge for her career. Did she do anything different to reach such international success? She started to blend more genres, especially reggaeton, which was exploding globally. Plus, she learned how to manage her own marketing, which gave her control over her image and how she connected with fans worldwide. That's really smart. Not many artists have that level of business savvy. True, and it's why many call her a marketing case study. She plans her own career moves carefully and uses social media and digital platforms to grow her audience worldwide.
Did she keep experimenting with her musical style?
Definitely. She didn't stick to one genre. From Brazilian funk to pop to reggaeton and electronic music, she mixed everything in a way that felt fresh and authentic.
That versatility is rare. I guess that's why she's called the Queen of Brazilian Pop.
Yes, her influence is huge. She's inspired many young artists and opened doors for Brazilian music internationally.
And she's so young still. How old was she during this period?
Around 20 to 22 years old. Quite an impressive rise in just a few years.
What about awards? Any other important ones besides MTV EMA?
Yes, she won 8 MTV Europe Music Awards, 4 Latin American Music Awards, and 3 MTV Video Music Awards for Best Latin Artist, plus 2 Grammy nominations and 10 for the Latin Grammys.
That's an incredible collection. It shows how respected she is in the music world.
Totally. And remember, she's also an actress and entrepreneur. She's involved in several business ventures beyond music.
So she's not just a singer, but a real multifaceted artist and businesswoman.
Exactly. That's part of her appeal. She's not afraid to take risks and reinvent herself.
Sounds like she's set for a long and successful career.
No doubt about it. She's already made history and continues to grow. So what many people don't know is that Anitta's rise to fame wasn't all glamorous. In fact, it started out really tough.
Really?
How tough was it for her in the beginning? Well, she didn't have money to start with. She had to use her dad's car to travel to her shows. She wasn't earning much at first. Imagine, she was getting just 150 reais per show. And sometimes she had to do up to 7 shows a day. 7 shows in one day? That sounds exhausting. Yes, it was. But she was determined. She didn't give up. She kept pushing through the tough times. In fact, she saved up 12,000 reais, all from those small shows, and used that money to record her own song. That's incredible. She invested everything she had into her music? What song did she record? The first song she made with that money was Menina Má, Bad Girl. It was a huge hit. It really took off and started to build her name. That was the moment everything started changing, right? Exactly. Her reputation grew, and with it, her cachet, her show fee, increased. But she didn't stop there. She kept creating more music. What was the next big hit she released? It was Show das Poderosas, Show of the Powerful. This song was a game changer for her. It became one of her most iconic tracks and really solidified her place in the music industry.
I can see now how relentless she was. She worked so hard to get where she is today.
Definitely. She never gave up, no matter how hard things were at the beginning. And look at her now, one of the most successful artists in Brazil and internationally.
It's amazing to see how her perseverance paid off. Her story is such an inspiration.
Yes, and it's proof that hard work, dedication, and never giving up can really make a difference. Anitta's story is all about fighting for your dreams, no matter what.
She really embodies the idea that success doesn't come easily. You have to fight for it.
Absolutely. And now she's not just an artist, but also a successful entrepreneur. She truly has built a legacy for herself. And that's a little bit of Anitta's powerful story, from a girl with big dreams to a global star.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications.
See you in the next episode.